Yes, hello there and welcome to yet another day. And today we are going to be looking at something different. And it's also one of the Zack King's magic tricks. That is where you find that Zack King is changing clothes. For example, and there you change the clothes. And if you see like this shirt does not fit the occasion, maybe you want to be a bit official, you also change the event depending on where you want. For example, I want to be more of African to promote maybe my country or maybe to promote the African attire. I will also change. Yes, and you have changed to African, and maybe you find that it's a cold season. Maybe you need to put on a jacket. Very simple, you just put on the jacket. Yes, there you go. And maybe if you feel like the jacket is not giving you the comfortability you want, you can also remove the jacket. Yes, and you remove your jacket well, and maybe finally you say like I want to maybe change the color. I don't love black. You will also change your color depending on the color you want. Yes, and there you go, traditional. So how do you go about changing the clothes? Very simple. Let us check how do you change the clothes? Very simple. Let us go to Adobe Premiere Pro so we can be able to see how you go about it. I think I need to put on a jacket. Yeah. Yes. Now let us look at how you go about it. Yes, now at this point we now need to look at how do you go about editing. And remember, for that magic to be, what am I trying to say? Okay, for the magic to work, it means that you need to apply some editing. Now the real secret behind the whole thing is just to shoot one continuous video without cutting. Record the first part when you're putting on a shirt. For example, when you're putting on a blue shirt, then just do like this and release. Then put on another shot, then do the same action. Then along the way, cut, then split, then connect. Not join, not connect, it's to join. Then once you cut and you cut the other side, join the two. What I'm saying is this, let me just take you direct to Premiere Pro so it can be easy. So at this point, okay, I'm going to just begin a new project and a new sequence. I begin a new project and I rename my project as changing the clothes. Changing clothes. Once you do that, you just open a new sequence also because we want to be working in one place. Also begin a new sequence. So once you do that, you are going to now have two changing. So once you do that, now you can import the video. For example, in this case, it's my videos at this point, so I drag my video to my timeline. So once you do that, take the video and put it on your Premiere Pro. Play your work. Yes, hello there and welcome to
And
I think I came to change the clothes at this point. Changing clothes. For example, so that's what I did. So because I did not want people to notice what I did is Zack King is changing clothes. For example, so I will pause at this point. So at that point, split. Go where the person is changing. I fast forwarded for obvious reasons. So at this point, once I discover this is the best place, I have changed the clothes already. Then I pause and I split again. So I delete this part. Then as usual, you put delete so you can connect the two. This is where you find that Zack King is changing clothes. For example, and no, there was some errors a bit, so you just move this a bit to have this. Zack King is changing clothes. For example, and no, I should not do away with the words I'm picking. Clothes. For example, and that is very fast. I move it. Clothes. For example, and okay, move that a bit, and you have some pieces. For example, and there you change the clothes, and if you see like so this, it's just a simple thing. Changing clothes. For example, and there you change the clothes, and if you now I want to now move to the part where I was putting on the jacket. The other part we don't have any challenges. So at this point, when I'm putting on the jacket, the secret is one. So what I will do is this: if you are keen,
it's a cold season, maybe you need to put on
so
a
what
jacket.
happens
Very simple, you
at this
just put on
point
the jacket.
is, make sure you just do like this, then split, don't, not to split, master the action, put on the jacket, and also do the same thing, but this time around with the jacket. So I'm going to split there, and I go to where I will put on the jacket. So I will just wait, so I will just time.
There you go.
So at this point, so at this point I split and I delete this. So once I report delete, I will have this.
To put on a jacket. Very simple, you just put on the jacket.
So it's as simple as ABC. Now if you want to, maybe for example, you don't want the effect to be evident, you can replace that with a simple effect. For example, you can go to the dissolve options, that is the transition. That is sometimes when you don't want someone to notice. You apply cross dissolve, then make sure your cross dissolve is maybe 2 seconds. If possible, you can just double click so you can note how long. It's 4, so you just put 2. It's supposed to be very fast, so nobody will notice what has happened. If you notice it's too slow, let us put it 3. It should apply both in both sides. So let us put about 4 seconds and let's see how it's going to be. So at that point we just play.
Jacket.
Alright, it's evident, so we reduce. It should not be evident. So at that point nobody can note.
Yes, there you go. And maybe if you're certain you feel like the jacket is
So at this point,
not
because I
giving you the
wanted to remove
comfortability you want, you can also
jacket,
remove the
I will
jacket.
pause at this point. I pause at that point. When my hands are still high. So I will split again. I remove the jacket as usual because there is nothing like any magic there. We were just playing with the mind of people. So I go back a bit. So at this point I move the frame behind. I select this, I delete, I report delete, and there you go. And that's how you go about it. Now finally to the part where I was now putting on the jacket. The idea was also simple. You just talk.
Yeah.
So at this point I said I needed a jacket.
Yeah.
So I pause at this point. I put on the jacket very fast. So once you put on the jacket, so you will take it from this point, for example, report delete the other part, then you have, and that's how you go about it. So the idea was very simple. It was just trying to play with the mind of the viewer, and at the end of the day it makes them think like you are changing clothes, for example. No, right now I cannot change, I have already shown you the tactic. So it's very simple. That is how you go about it. So changing clothes is not a challenge. In fact, it's one of the easiest among the tutorials I have been doing so far. So that's how you go about it, and let's meet tomorrow or maybe another day when I will be sharing with you another video. For now, if you think the video is of worth, you can hit the subscribe button, but if you think, to me it did not, well, I'm good. But for now, let's say thank you for keeping it SKN Production as usual. Steve Kioi. Make sure you subscribe and share the link, like, and leave a comment on what you want us to do next, or maybe where you will discover we have not done it perfect. Just help us to understand so we can be able to rectify the next time. Thank you.